Welcome back to Beyond the Buzzer. I'm Dave Glavin here with Shay Sullivan. Shay, how are we today?
Doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Lot to get into. We're about 60% through the regular season. NBA is as busy as ever. We got a lot of great matchups today. Couple guys coming back from injury. Brandon Ingram finally playing for the first time since November.
Finally.
AD back for the first
Finally.
time since mid December, I think. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yep.
We're starting with the LA teams. We've got some passionate thoughts about these two. They played yesterday.
Hmm.
Clippers won their 10th straight against the Lakers. Um, Despite LeBron's 46 career high 9 threes.
That's a
I
career
want to
high.
hear career high, yeah.
Wow.
I want to hear your reaction to the Clippers, though. It sounds like you're not as convinced that they're back.
Hmm. Yes. Yeah. I Clippers, very frustrating team. Yeah. It's Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Where do I start with this team? I don't know. They have massive problems at the point guard position. They cannot. I don't know what they're doing. John Wall's hurt again. You can't consider John Wall even a part of the team. He's not a part of the team. He can't stay healthy. Come crunch time at the end of the year, will you have enough chemistry with John Wall at this point in the year? How many games he played? I'm gonna look.
15, 20 maybe?
It's got to be, yeah, probably around 2025. But he's out again. Reggie Jackson, what's up with him? They don't give him any minutes. He's a great scorer. Last night he had 16 points in 16 minutes off the bench. Great
He's
scorer.
been up and down all year.
Actually, yeah, he played a little more than that, but 19 points in 25 minutes. But if you look at the last couple of games, that was the first time he broke double digits since the 1st of January. He got hurt. He missed 2 games, but they have no consistency at the point guard. Everyone's talking about, if this team can get healthy, and look who they've got coming back. Luke Kennard's on the horizon. Talking all Luke Kennard isn't going to save this team. And their center, Zubac, is the most inconsistent you could probably get.
I like him.
I like him, but the last 2 games he's put up duds, 6 points each game. I don't know what his role is on the team.
Yeah, I think they don't even like play a true center most of the time. It's like Batum or Robert Covington when he comes off the floor,
Yeah.
which I don't hate. I mean, you don't really need a big.
Yeah.
It's matchup based. Like if the Lakers had AD last night, they would have got worked in the paint.
The Clippers?
Clippers, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. They don't have any backup centers either.
Yeah.
He's the biggest guy.
Zubac is the only big on the roster.
Only roster. Only big on the roster. The roster's built. It's a mess. They got Kawhi and Paul George. That's it. The offense, when it breaks down, like when they don't find an easy shot in the first 16 seconds, the ball finds Kawhi's hand or Paul George's, and they don't pass, and they just huck up a shot, and they're good enough now that it'll work. But I mean, I'm sick of it. When did these two join up? It's been
2019, same offseason as Katie and Kyrie.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, they've been a failure too, but this team, I'm sick of it. They're already saying, like, oh, yeah, watch out for this team. I bought in. I bought the hype at the beginning of the year, and Kawhi has been, like, resting. He's been sitting out. It's basketball. Why you sit? I don't know. I don't get it. He's 31. Start playing every game. But by the time we get to playoffs, I don't want to hear the excuse, they've been hurt. They couldn't build chemistry. It's been that same story for the last 4 years.
I agree. I mean, Kawhi has looked good the last 2 weeks.
He was looking awful before that. He's had a yeah.
I think he deserves some benefit of the doubt. Torn ACL. That's no easy injury to come back from. Yes, he sits out more than other people do.
Jamal Murray's been playing damn near every night.
Yeah, he doesn't play back to backs.
Jamal is Kawhi at that point yet, or he did the other night. He started to.
Jamal did.
Yeah.
Okay. We've been talking about the true point guard for a while. I remember sitting in your basement talking about Fred VanVleet.
Yep.
Um, I've got a guy. I'm gonna float this name out there. I sent you the Mark Stein report that the Suns have been evaluating their future without CP3.
Mm.
It's, I mean, it makes sense. He's got 1, 2 solid years left. Get CP3 back to the Clippers. One last shot at a ring. It makes sense. He can go out with the team he played a majority of his career with.
I'd love it. I'd love to see
Get
it.
it done. Get it done.
It would prove my point to the max.
You
CP3, the
can
biggest sell job of all time.
exactly, and you're
Yeah.
pairing him with the team that has underperformed to the max.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see what happens.
You can hide his defensive liability, being a liability with Kawhi and Paul George.
Yes.
I was thinking about him to the Lakers, and I don't think that would work.
No,
We
we'll
don't
get to
have
that.
good enough defenders for him to play.
Yeah.
CP3.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He would get attacked every time down the floor. I
Yeah.
think.
Definitely.
But I think you get it done where the Suns have been rumored to be interested in Fred VanVleet. You send Fred to Phoenix, CP3 to LA. Raptors get, I don't know, Reggie Jackson, another filler, and some picks from one pick from LA, one pick from Phoenix. I think it happens. It could happen.
They would probably do that too, the Raptors, but
Yeah, if you're getting two firsts for Fred, who's gonna opt out within a year.
and a point guard who has proven he's a starter. He's not a
Reggie, yeah, he's no slouch.
yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah.
But that would work for all three teams, I think. Yeah.
I like CP3 back there. The only other guy I was thinking of who's kind of regressed due to age, Mike Conley,
Mm.
who I think could be on the move from you. I don't know why he'd stay in Utah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But other than that, I mean, there's not that many solid upgrades out there at point guard.
Yeah, not very few point guards at all. And Fred VanVleet is kind of a rumor at this point. Is he officially like on the block or?
They got to make a move. It's and I don't understand if they're building around Scotty. I don't think you trade Siakam.
Who's been terrible? Scotty has, but yeah,
Scotty's
been
been he hasn't improved,
no
which is what you
terrible.
expect in his second year.
Yeah,
But he's putting up similar numbers. Siakam, I think you could get a package for him, but why trade him now? OG, I don't know why you trade him either. He's exactly what every team wants.
Yep.
Probably the best perimeter defender in the league, if not top three. So I think Fred and maybe Gary Trent are the guys that go.
Gary's on the move for sure.
They both have a player option. I think it's next year. So really just 1-year deals. So if you can get, you're not paying Fred a 4-year max, I don't think, at 28.
Some teams should though. I think he's good enough.
Yeah, like if you're Orlando, Phoenix, I could see them giving it to him.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Raptors would though. This
The
team hasn't worked.
No, I agree. Just by the way, Scotty Barnes shooting under 30% from three this year.
From three? What was he last year?
I gotta pull that up, but I wonder. Good point. Is it progression or?
He was 30% last year, 29.8 this year. He was 15, 7.5, 3.5 last year. He's 15, 7, and 5 this year.
So he's the same player.
He hasn't gotten better.
And the team's gotten
slightly worse. Team's worse.
I'd move on from him, honestly. If that's what it came down to, I'd probably trade him. But
You wouldn't have traded him 4 months ago for Kevin Durant, but you'd move on from him now?
well, no, I still wouldn't. Well, that was its own separate animal.
Think about right now. Would you trade Scotty Barnes for Kevin Durant?
Straight up, now I would
Yeah. Well, I
definitely.
mean, the thing is, it's impossible for it to be straight up contract wise. So you need Gary in there. You need maybe
That's
even
it.
OG, which is what makes it more complicated. You
Which
wouldn't
I
do
would not.
that.
That's why I
Yeah,
don't
I
want.
wouldn't do that either.
So I don't know. To me, yeah, Scotty's movable. Everyone on the team's movable. I'd probably say Siakam is the only untouchable. He's got a
That's,
ring. He's
I
got a
got
ring.
I got Scotty as more valuable in my mind than Siakam, like long term.
Siakam's a beast, dude. He's
He is.
22.
He's bet. That's what I'm saying. Siakam's got what 3, 4 prime years left.
Yeah, 4 to 5.
Scotty's what 19, 20.
Yeah, he's definitely younger, but well, here's the question: will Scotty ever reach
Siakam's level.
25, 7, and 8?
I think Scotty could be a sick like point guard.
Really?
Yeah,
Like a Ben Simmons kind of, a
he's
little
great
smaller?
defensively. The no shooting that hurts.
Yeah, he can't shoot. He'd be just like Ben Simmons.
Um, but what is he from the free throw line?
Not bad.
76%. Yeah, so he can shoot free throws. I mean, he's 5 assists a game right now. That's with Fred and Siakam. I know Siakam's more than that. Fred's at 6. So as a third creator, he's at 5 assists a game. I think you could see him getting 7 or 8 if he's handling the ball more.
The Raptors, dude, they need to either clear out some space for him to do that or move on from him. They got too many guys that
Do
they
the
don't have
same
that
thing.
why. Yeah, they don't have that number one clear cut number one. At the end of the game, that ball they don't know who's going to shoot it. It's mostly Siakam, but Fred, they got to get that guy. I don't know.
I'd
They
like
won.
to see him hold on to Gary.
Oh, Gary's gone. Gary's in the move.
I like Gary.
Love Gary, but
Why does Gary keep getting moved?
no. Well, teams will overpay for Gary.
I'd overpay for Gary. I'd give Gary 4 years, 80 mil.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he
No
deserves as
doubt.
much money as, I mean, less than yeah. Simon's got 4 years, 100 mil. I'd give Gary 4 years, 80.
Yeah, it's just probably yeah. It's not a bad price. 75,
No, yeah,
a little less than 20 mil a year. Definitely a good price. But
but is he like a third best guy on a championship team? That's where I don't think I could get down with. I think he's a 4, like a fourth best guy.
what about his fit in the Mavericks? As
Mavericks are an interesting team,
yeah,
which we'll get to a little later with their trade deadline edition, which I have a guy from Toronto. Um,
is it Gary?
it's not Gary, but
Oh,
I,
my
I, I
mistake.
would like his fit. I mean, corner shooter getting a pass from Luca, that's
Mm.
ideal. He's better
He's
than Tim Hardaway Jr.
oh yeah.
He's he'd be the fourth best player on that team. I'm giving Dinwiddie and Christian Wood the edge.
Oh, it's close, but it's close, which is actually a
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Do it. Sign it today and send Hardaway in the deal. Hardaway and some other guy or like
Hardaway's a worse Scary Trent.
yeah.
Older. Um, yeah, let's talk about those additions right now. I guess I'll start because I want to talk about the Mavericks.
Mm.
I think Siakam would be a great compliment to Luca. But this is the big move in the Luca era. Like there's no other move other than this that you make because you're giving up 3, 4 firsts, couple guys. I mean, this is the prime of Siakam's career, so they're getting a boatload back. But I'd do it.
Yeah, if possible, I think they'd win I'd pick them as my championship team if they actually got him.
I agree. He's
Would
been
you
at number
start?
2 on a championship team before, unless you want to say he was a number 3.
Yeah, I would.
And Kyle Lowry was good that year. But he's experienced. I like him. I think he's underrated as a player.
100% agree. He's a really good player. He leads
Yeah.
the Raptors in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yep.
And that's impressive.
He could
As
be
a
an undersized 5 if they want to go small. I mean, I don't think he's elite defensively, but he's not a liability.
long guy.
Yeah.
Do you send Wood away in that deal, or is he still on the
No,
roster?
you're keeping Wood.
So
I
you're
think
still,
it's like you play Wood at the 5, Pascal at the 4, maybe Dorian Finney-Smith at the 3, and then
Gary at the
Dinwiddie,
2.
Luca, or Gary's getting there too.
Oh, Gary's in the deal. Yeah,
Oh, you're getting both of them.
I might as well double dip if you're in talks with the Raptors. Might as well get both. If the Raptors are
I
blowing it
mean,
up,
I like it even more.
so yeah, send them away. You'd have to give
Um,
up the house. Give up Dwight Powell,
Dwight Powell.
uh,
They don't want Dwight Powell.
Hardaway. Who else?
Hardaway is gone. I'm trying to make this work in the trade machine right now. Hardaway, Bertans, definitely. That dude
Money in
stinks.
there, yeah.
Maybe like Reggie Bullock,
Anyone, and everyone.
and then they need another like $6 million. JaVale, perfect,
Perfect.
and 1.9 mil more. Theo Pinson, I'll
Yeah.
get it done
Good young player.
for 2025 first, 2027. They'd have to get creative because I think they traded their first this year already. But
Oh, for Wood.
yeah, or it was last year's draft, but it's not showing up for some reason. Um, I like that. They'd be my favorites too. I agree.
I don't know if the Raptors will ever do it. I don't think they should. Honestly, that's how much I like Siakam. But
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you get a first for Gary, but I think Siakam goes for 4.
it's a lot. Yeah, I like it, but it's a lot of capital. He better pan out. He better fit with Luca. That's the thing. Probably should figure that out first. You can't. So
It's tough. Yeah, Luka's gonna have to give up the ball a little more.
which he does no, which will never happen. I don't know if Siakam would fit with that play style.
It is tough. The one dominant ball handler. I mean, it never worked with Harden. Early Braun never worked.
It's hard to watch end the games. Like they send the double every time.
Yep.
Luca waits for it. He waits like 8 to 10 seconds, and the defense will delay it. Like Luca knows it's coming, and the defense knows that he knows it's coming, so they're gonna wait to try to burn shot clock. And they're both just standing there looking at each other until the double runs, and then Luca just throws the ball away. And it's watching Hardaway and
Dinwiddie.
he doesn't even go to the ball. If he was actually aggressive and went to the ball and try to take over, he'd be an all-star because it's 4v3. But he's not aggressive. He goes, he hides, he just spots up, and then no one else can create a shot besides Luke on the team as of right now.
Yeah. Dinwiddie was talking shit about the Wizards guys after the loss the other night.
I saw that. He's full of it. I think he's full of it.
He's a former Wizard. I forgot he was over there. He got traded for Porzingis.
And yeah, he did nothing on the Wizards either.
Yeah.
Completely irrelevant.
Back to the LA teams. I've got some stuff to say about the Lakers. AD coming back tonight.
Mm.
I'm making my pitch for them to move one of these two future picks, if not both, to contend for a ring. West is wide open still. Nuggets and Grizzlies are at the top. Warriors, they'll always be a contender, but there is no clear favorite. I think we can both agree the four best teams are out of the East right now.
Yeah.
Um, since AD got hurt, Lakers went 11-10, which is far better than I thought they'd go.
Staying season.
With LeBron on the floor, they are a plus 99. With him off the floor, they're a minus 114. 200-point plus swing with him going off the floor. They're 2.5 games back of the 6th seed. That's out of the play-in. That's a great spot to be.
Surprising.
They're getting a win tonight against the Spurs. Then they go on the road to face the Celtics, Nets, Knicks, Pacers, and Pelicans. I want to hear before I get into the rest of my rant. What do you think their record is over those 5 games?
So wait, did you include tonight's game, the Spurs?
I'm counting that as a win.
I don't know if it's gonna be a win. I'm a little hesitant,
On
but
a back-to-back. We'll include that so 6 games.
it's a back-to-back. 80's come back. Emotion's gonna be. It's a weird game. I wouldn't be surprised.
Spurs stink.
Oh, they're bad, and they cannot play any defense. But didn't the Spurs get the Lakers at one point earlier this year? I feel like they did, or maybe that was my Blazers. They nabbed us. Oh no, yeah, the Lakers beat them 3 times in a row earlier this year in November. So they should probably handle them. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, win versus the Spurs.
It's
Lost
a
to
pick'em
Celtics.
game later. Pick'em game
Yep.
later. Celtics Lakers.
Celtics have not been good lately, but I'm still taking the C's. And then I probably got the Nets.
What if Jaylen Brown doesn't play?
Still giving the C's.
No
Lakers
Smart.
can't play defense.
Smart might be out too.
Lakers still don't play defense at all.
All right.
And they'll probably split the Nets and Knicks.
Braun in the Garden. I'm still on the Celtics game. Braun in the Garden. Come on.
Not happening.
All right. Split Nets and Knicks.
And then
Pacers Pelicans.
probably win both those games. Maybe you lose the Pelicans game now that BI's back.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, probably about where they've been. Average 11-10. They probably go 4-3. How many games is that? 6.
6. So 4-2.
3-3.
3-3.
I don't see them going worse than 3-3. So I think that's the floor. The ceiling could be 5-1. I could see them beating the Knicks and Nets and the Pelicans, but
I got 5-1, losing the last one to the Pelicans.
Is it in New Orleans?
Yeah.
It's got
End of a 5th game of the road trip. Just trying to get back to LA. Braun probably sits out.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the one they lose, but I'm biased, obviously, but I'm just excited to see LeBron and AD on the court at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sure you when you heard that news, you were jumping up and down. I
They're
didn't think
the best duo in the league when healthy.
LeBron was turned up last night. He was getting me fired up. He could not miss that 4th quarter.
Yeah.
But
he's been awful from 3 too. Like his worst year percentage-wise since like his early years.
Horrendous. He had one of his best games of the year, and they still lost
by 17.
17.
18. Yeah, 18. Yeah.
I don't know what you do. They're clearly not good enough. And it says a lot about the surrounding cast. That stat you said, plus what is it, 200-point differential?
Yep.
That's how you build a roster. You cannot rely on one player that heavily that when he doesn't play, it is that drastic of a drop-off.
So I've been trying to – so this is – even with LeBron on the floor, the lineup has been Dennis Schroeder, Pat Bev, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Thomas Bryant. Like, Those people do not start on potentially any other team in the league.
Probably not.
Maybe Thomas Bryant, he's been playing well. He's good offensively, but he stinks on defense.
I was
Probably
watching last night.
one of the worst defensive bigs in the league.
Was lost. He could not figure
Yep.
out how to switch a screen or
Yeah. Dennis Schroeder, I give him some credit. He's been playing well.
great defense. Him and Pat Bev have been turning up on defense.
I like Pat Bev. I don't want Pat Bev going anywhere.
You like Pat Bev?
First of all, I don't think you can get anything for him. But second of all, he gives us a little edge that no one else on the team gives us. You need one like crazy guy.
And that's Pat Bev.
Pat Bev, yeah.
On a
Psychotic.
championship roster. You think Pat Bev is the guy to start
He's
at
our
point
starting two guard.
two
Maybe
guard.
he comes off the bench and Lonnie starts at the two. We
Lonnie
haven't had
sucks.
Lonnie and Austin Reeves. Lonnie's having a good year.
Get rid of Lonnie and Austin Reeves. They've played
14
better
points a
without him.
game.
They've played better with since they've been hurt. They've been actually better.
Austin Reeves is good. Maybe I'll get on you with the Lonnie train. Austin Reeves I like.
Get rid of both of them. They don't play hard. Don't play defense. No speed.
Austin Reeves plays hard. Lonnie, I could get on that train. But I like the Rui move. It's a buy low move. I mean, Kendrick Nunn stinks. He talk about a disappointment. Misses all last year with like a thigh bruise, and then this year just lost out there. Rui's like apparently he's starting at the 4, so they'll start Braun at the 3, AD at the 5, and probably Dennis and Pat Bev. I mean, I like that Juan Toscano Anderson is not playing anymore, but
yeah, get rid of him.
I like well, to get to the elephant in the room, Russ cannot be on this team if we want a chance at anything.
Get rid of him.
I tried to convince myself, like, he's a good guy, so he convinces me, oh, maybe we should keep him. I like him, but he plays with high energy, but his play style is never going to change. Can't shoot, turnover heavy. He can't dominate at the rim like he used to. Can't shoot free throws.
Nope.
It's impossible to play him in the fourth quarter.
Missed 5 last night, right?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I think he might be done after this year. But who's giving him a deal?
Well, they'll buy him out. He'll play for a low amount of money, I think.
So I was trying to come up with a trade for Russ. Obviously, you got to attach one of those first to get anything of value. I sent you the Pistons one, Bogdanovich, Alec Burks, who we talked about,
Love it.
and Nerlens Noel. I think that fills a lot of needs.
Sign me up.
That's also a team that I could see him re-signing with, Russ. 2-year deal, mentors Jaden Ivey. Like he's got to do something for a small market bottom 5 team. That's the only place I see him playing.
Does he want to be there?
Sell some tickets. I mean, if he wants to play, he could retire and be set for life.
Yeah, he might rather retire. I don't know.
I think he wants to play. He's a competitor.
Well, he'll come off the bench there too, to behind Cade and Ivy.
Well, I don't think he's starting anywhere anymore.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does he want to come off the bench for a Detroit Pistons team that's going to probably be in the lottery again next year or for the next 5 years? They probably have the worst future out of any team.
No. I got Charlotte and the Wizards far ahead of them in terms of future.
Charlotte, at least they got LaMelo. They got him.
He's gone in a year.
Got to trade him.
He's staying?
That team's really bad right now.
They stink. They're the worst run organization potentially in sports.
And they had a halfway decent roster too. Like they should have been better than they were.
And the Miles Bridges thing happened. They kind of got screwed by that.
Yeah, lost a max player.
Yeah, lost a max player. I mean, Gordon Hayward's just been. What kind of signing is that?
Awful.
Terry
Rozier,
Rozier, like, come on.
bad. But I want to finish on the Lakers because they in the Rust on.
Like, where is Russ going? Realistically, what can we get for him?
They can't. Well, no, that's probably your best deal. I'd do that in a heartbeat. But my only other option would be I saw it happen once last night, and it's the only time I've seen it at any Lakers game I've watched all year, and since Russ has been there.
Mm-hmm.
He cut off the ball while LeBron was
Oh,
doing his
yep,
thing
yep,
and like
and
made an
one.
unbelievable cut, got fouled, finished the layup, and I'm like, holy crap, that was what we all thought was gonna happen. Like this
Mm-hmm.
hacking Russ that was gonna feed off of LeBron, and it was like, it was beautiful. It was art. It was awesome to
Mm-hmm.
watch. And then he made the free throw, which was
Yeah.
like, what the hell is going on right
Cut
now?
the lead to like 10, 11 after being down 25.
Yup, he did his normal
Place was
like
hype.
flex. Yeah, it was. That was what I don't know why he hasn't done that. Like he doesn't cut off the ball. He still can't figure out how to play off of LeBron and AD. That's been the problem with him.
He's too ball dominant. Maybe he's been ball dominant so long for his whole career that it's not in his nature.
He just doesn't know how.
But there's not many options out there to replace him, and he can't stay. He can't stay
That's if somehow he can, yeah, get his shit together. Then yeah, he can find a spot. But
because his contract is too big to. We need other moves. Like Rui Hachimura isn't making this team a championship contender. Even if Russ gets his shit together,
if
we're
those
not
two,
there.
dude, Rui, did we talk about him yet?
I like
He
Rui.
I love Rui, but he gets hurt way too much. If he can somehow piece together like a 50 game stretch or whatever, how many games there are left?
Yeah,
40 game stretch.
50 games left if we're counting the playoffs. There's probably 30 regular season games left.
Yeah. He's halfway decent. I actually like his game. He's had a couple 30-point games this year.
He was a great buy low. Yeah, when I saw that trade, you sent it to me. I was like surprised that we made a good move.
Yeah. It
Like,
had to be like feel bad for the Westbrook deal. The Wizards are like, can you
just
know,
pity move.
yeah, take this guy. I mean, we don't really need him. He
Yeah,
could help you,
there you
but
go.
that's it. He had 30 points last game. The last game he played, 30 points.
He's debuting tonight too.
Yeah, the big knock with him though is like he doesn't pass. There's
He
multiple
doesn't do
games.
anything like besides score,
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't. He's a pure scorer.
and
Pure
he's
scorer.
not even like really like a scorer. He's just he doesn't do anything. That's the thing. Statistically,
Statistically, he averages 1.2 assists in 27 minutes. So like that's like that's hard to do. Like you must really not. How often do you get the ball like in the half court and pass and like, oh, they'll shoot a shot and it goes in? Like that's still an assist. That
yeah.
doesn't even happen.
So
Can't even
maybe I like it. He doesn't need the ball in his hands.
Yeah,
He's just gonna shoot it if it gets to him.
absolutely perfect for this team.
Yeah,
Perfect. And he's young.
that something we don't have.
Youth.
Young players,
Yeah, 24. But
former top 10 pick. I mean, last year was rookie deal. Apparently, they want to re-sign him. I don't know why they're already talking about that. We haven't seen him play.
no,
He's gonna want 15 mil a year.
that's true. I don't know if he can ask that. Just how hurt he's been, but you're right. He might.
I think he's
He
going
might
to
try.
the mid level now is almost 11 mil.
That's too much, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the NBA revenue booming.
Booming. NBA, good time to be a player.
Great time. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was talking about CP3. I'd like CP3 and Jay Crowder. I would love Jay Crowder on the Lakers. Jay Crowder would fit so many teams. He's the only like 3-and-D wing out there on the market. Veteran.
He's
But
probably the only one.
I don't think him and Braun work well together.
No.
Braun traded him his last year in Cleveland. He was on that team before the deadline, before like everyone got traded.
That's embarrassing.
uh,
Who just saw someone? Was it Rui that got traded? There was some beef. I could be making this up. I saw a story where like someone got traded and there was some past beef, maybe with Ross or something.
Rui posterized AD.
Maybe that was it. Like there's some
Yeah,
sort of beef, but they're like they're not. They can work on a professional level. At least they said.
I mean, I don't think they were beefing. Rui just put AD on a poster.
Where did I see the story? I gotta find. I should have had it ready, but it might have actually been a whole different guy too. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it was a trade or something. So, but overall, I give it an A+.
for what we gave up, I don't know how there weren't other teams in the mix. Like Kendrick Nunn is basically worthless.
Nothing.
3 second-round picks. I mean, I guess that's 3 second-round picks. Like, I don't know. If someone was willing to give up a first, Wizards would have gotten it already.
True.
Um,
Very true.
I like us making the first move, like first real trade, kind of setting the market a little bit.
A little bit.
It needed some dialing down after that Rudy trade.
Oh, it did. That was still the worst trade in NBA history at this point.
Worse than the Celtics Nets.
No, yes. Well, no,
I can't yet.
yet that question we could probably do an entire podcast off. But if the Celtics can actually win a championship, which I don't think they can do, then it's a win for the Nets.
If they don't win,
Yeah, well, not a win, but not as
but
big of
it's
a
better
loss.
than okay. Because I mean, JT and JB were both Nets picks.
Yes, but if they don't win anything, then the Nets can't be like, oh, well, if we had them, we would have won. That's
Yeah,
not true because they had the best situation they ever could have here. They had a 6-man of or defense player of the year, probably 2 of them on your squad, and then now this
Al
year you got
Horford
6-man of the year.
playing out of his mind,
Yeah, like outplaying Giannis for stretches of the game in that series. Like he would not the whole game, but like
postering him,
yeah.
and talking trash to the best player in the world.
And if you can't win that, then the Nets couldn't have surrounded them with anything better. So they probably would have lost him in free agency or whatever. So
Yeah,
right now, it's not that big of an L in my book.
it
It's a
is.
but
It's still bigger just because we haven't seen the effects of the Rudy trade. Besides that, Walker Kessler is probably better than Rudy is right now.
yeah, he is.
And Rudy's got 4 years, 160 mil left on his deal.
I'd feel sick if I was in Utah. Like I'd just be like, "Fuck! How did I get stuck? How did I
Or
do?"
the T Wolves general manager.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how you
A
mess up
Rod.
that.
A Rod's he's
Wait.
the A Rod's the owner, part owner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, who's the GM there? Is he new? What's his deal?
Tim Connolly, brand new.
And that's the deal he made.
That's the first splash move.
Oof.
He's from Denver.
I guess I don't why like that's your if you were to join an NBA team, that's a great question that
Yeah.
I'll pose to you. If you were to join an NBA team and you could give up 4 firsts, like you could give up the house for a superstar, which is what they
Mhm.
did. Like you
Yeah.
probably could have got KD with that package.
5 firsts because Walker Kessler was a first. He was a first round
Yeah.
pick this year.
And he's proven to be worth it, or at least
Yeah.
like first round caliber. So why in the world would you target Rudy Gobert? Like you would probably get anyone with that package.
Rudy is like the analytics king. His defensive stats in Utah were insane. But like the eye test, like he's not nothing special
No.
in terms of like talent for a big. And this year, defensively, he hasn't been the same. So it's looking like a real screw up. I still think Atlanta and Minnesota should have traded for opposite guys.
Yes, yeah. I love that.
Dejounte Murray in Minnesota would be a great compliment to Ant and Cat.
He could be MVP right now.
They would be really good.
He was averaging a triple double on the Spurs.
Yeah, he's underrated. He had a rough start in Atlanta, but he's been playing better recently.
Yeah,
And Atlanta with Rudy, I like that much better. Trae Young is the best lob alley-oop passer in the league. He leads the league in alley-oop passes to 3 different guys before anyone else is next.
which
Can't
is
talk right now, but
sick.
yeah. Let's get into a little rapid fire trade deadline, best possible addition for these teams to improve their chances at contend for a title. Celtics.
Pass. No one.
No
Or
one.
I mean, if
You
you
gotta
had to
back
have
up Blake.
someone, maybe like Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, Rashawn Holmes. Some even a buyout candidate. Back up big.
They cleared a spot. They'll make one move.
Yeah. 76ers.
Karis LeVert.
I like it. I don't think he'll be on the move, but I like it.
If you could get him, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a good wing scorer. It's kind of what they're lacking. If you could somehow get rid of Tobias Harris, I've not been a fan of him, but I don't know if he'll be able to do that. So, what do you got?
I like Tobias this year. I mean, you're going to hear his name from probably half of these. Jay Crowder.
Yeah, wing.
3-and-D. Vet. Been to the finals twice.
That would be a scary defensive lineup. So,
yeah.
Him, PJ, right? He's probably playing.
PJ plays the 4.
Yeah.
Crowder. Harden and Maxey.
Oh, that would be pretty gross.
Yeah.
Would you say Bucks next?
Bucks, yeah. I think we're going to agree on this one.
Well, I think they could probably move Grayson Allen, honestly. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing them get rid of him. So I don't know if he's in the deal or not. But yeah, I think Jordan Clarkson would definitely be the guy to get. It's probably a no-brainer. I don't know why I wouldn't do that already.
What are we waiting on?
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's
get him 20 a game. Come on.
You have your defensive guy in the backcourt, so get the salt and pepper.
Yeah,
the offensive guy.
Nets. I had Mo Bamba, just a big.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Take a flyer on Mo. Mo's not even playing in Orlando.
No, and don't they play him with the other? Yeah, Bull. I saw stats of them like throwing alley-oops to each other. I was like,
I got Orlando as the best future in the league.
No, I got Blazers, but
Blazers?
Yeah,
what?
They got 2 future stars. 2
in
future
who?
Stars.
In who?
Simon's in Shane Sharp.
Shane Sharp. Oh,
and
my
then
God.
Those 2 guys are going to be really good. And then Dame Dalla, they've got a crap load of money, and Dame is probably on the move. So whatever you get for Dame.
I'm off of Portland. They just wasted 12 years of Damian Lillard, the best player that ever put on a Portland Trailblazers uniform. They're going to be once he's gone, they're going to be like the Wizards. Just garbage.
No.
Like middle of the road, never bad enough to get another Dame, but never good enough to do anything substantial.
No.
I feel bad for them.
Simons is a legit player. He'll be good. Nurk is young. They'll if they get rid of Dame, you can build around this roster.
Nurk stinks.
Dame can't play defense. You can't keep the other point guard in front of him.
That's nothing new though. Like
no.
I gotta look back and see who it was that they were playing. That I watched Nurk get bullied by a below. I think it was Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant gave Nurk 31-14.
Was this recent?
Yeah, this was the 25-point blown loss. They're
Yeah.
at 25 at half. You give Thomas Bryant 12 of 15, 4 of 5 from 3.
So I'm out on this current Blazer team. I'm out. I was so bought in, and then
Yeah.
like switch flipped and like
First couple weeks of the season, they had me bought in.
yeah, they looked incredible, but like they
Yeah.
just went right back to not being able to stop Thomas Bryant. Yeah, you're right. Blowing Dame Dollars 50-point games. But
Nurk
are they on the list?
stinks. And best future or the trade deadline?
Yeah, they made it on, right?
They didn't make it on. I only picked the top 6 teams from each.
Oh,
No, let's hear it.
I
What
mean
is
they're ahead of
Portland
the
doing at
Lakers.
the deadline?
No, I think they weren't at least a discussion. They're ahead of the
What's
Lakers.
Portland doing at the deadline?
Portland is Miles Turner an option? John Collins,
I like Miles Turner.
not John Collins. We liked him at the beginning of the year, a little swap.
Well, I liked John Collins before Jeremy Grant. Like John Collins is a 4. Also, Jeremy Grant is a big question mark. Are you re-signing Jeremy Grant?
Depending on what Dame wants to do, but yeah.
I feel like you gotta, but you re-sign Jeremy Grant, you're locked into Dame, Simons, and Jeremy Grant and Nurk for the next 3 years. Nurk's more movable, but that's the core. Which I don't mind Dame, Simons, and Jeremy Grant. I do not mind that. Nurk's gotta go.
Nurk's got to go. So yeah, flip him for Miles if you could do that. If you could try.
Nurk and
Nurk's a good player. Like he's got value in the market for sure.
he's regressed.
No regression. Definitely no regression.
He used to be dominant offensively. Now he's
He's
what? A 5th option, 4th option? He's 14 and 10.
Yeah, that's pretty
38
good.
from 3. That's solid. He can't play defense.
He can't play defense, but he's exactly what a lot of teams want, which, like you said, he's a great 3-point shooter. He's a scorer, can rebound. He can hit the free throw. He can play big minutes.
Almost Ennis Canner level.
No. That's disrespect.
Bad.
He's bad. But Enos is out of the league.
Oh, yeah, but
freedom.
That's for fair. That was disrespectful.
Dude was changing his name to try to stay in the league to gain any traction.
And his freedom.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. But we had freedom on the roster. He was playing with Nurk.
I think their move is trade Dame. It's time.
That'll be an off-season thing.
Not mid-year. I can agree with that.
Too much turmoil. They're still contending at this point. I mean, they're not.
I feel like Dame has to want out for them to trade him.
Yeah, because they've built, like you said, they built this team like the next 3 years.
The third time they've built around him. You can't do 4th.
He's bought in. I think he's bought in.
I don't know. He sounded a little upset the other day.
Oh, I would be irate. I'm surprised he didn't come out and just he's not like LeBron pouting and sulking on the bench after his team loses.
I saw your tweets.
I woke up this morning and I had an off day and I was like, you know what? No better way. Like I was so happy to see that video of LeBron sulking on the sideline. Yeah, he played out of his mind, absolutely berserk, superhuman stuff.
Yeah.
And yes, they lost. But you cannot be sulking on the sideline while your team, he leaves the game before it's even over. He completely awful teammate. Stay for the game, cheer on your teammates. They've been clapping for you the whole season.
I don't know.
And they'll probably be traded away at this point.
This is an act towards Rob Pelinka to take some damn action and get him some help. Yeah, but he's not satisfied with Rui. He's not. He wants more.
But that's who he's got. You can't send that message to your teammates.
You're wasting away, if not the greatest player ever, the second greatest player ever. You can't just waste that. That's never coming around again.
They're doing it. We're watching it.
Year after year. How many years are they going to do it? I guess it's on him too. He signed the extension. He knew what he was signing up for.
It's all on him. No sympathy for Braun.
No sympathy.
None.
We're going back to the trade deadline special.
Yeah.
Then we'll finish up with the pick 'em. I know my laptop might die soon.
Oh.
Cavaliers. I had Jay Crowder again. 3-and-D. They need a wing. They need a small forward. They do not have a small forward.
A lot of teams. What about Kyle Kuzma?
Kuzma. I don't think he's on the move, but I like it.
You don't think he
I
can
think,
beat
I think he's
real?
staying with the Rui trade. I think Kuzma is signing a long term deal in Washington.
Wow. I kind of anticipated the opposite. I thought he would, like, after all these big games, try to get. I mean, what he's trying to resign next year.
This offseason.
So yeah, it's a 1 year rental for a team. Hopefully, that team is willing to pay him what he wants, and then he can start
He's
a new team.
getting he's getting 25 mil.
Oh yeah. The Cavs. The
I
Cavs could
think
easily
he.
do it.
Yeah, I think
It's a one
he's
year
going
rental. You're
for.
not paying up that much.
Yeah, you're paying a first, a young player. That's probably it.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I wouldn't even say the young player. I think a
I mean,
first
he's
round.
averaging 22 a game.
Yeah, but the Wizards don't need him. They have no future.
That I think he's a fan favorite. That is their future. Him and Beal just getting the 10th, 11th seed every year is their
Every year.
future.
Yeah.
Porzingis.
I think the Wizards need to go into real rebuild mode and get rid of
They had a
Porzingis.
They've had plenty of chances to trade Brad Beal. Now Brad Beal is the only player in the NBA with a no trade clause. Outrageous.
I don't know how that makes sense, but if he wants to stay, he's like Dame on crack. Like he just doesn't care. At least Dame cares.
Exactly.
Dame's a wake up.
Heat. I got a Portland guy, Josh Hart. I think would be
Oh,
great for the Heat.
so then who does Portland replace him with?
You're getting back like Duncan Robinson, maybe. I don't know.
No.
Duncan and a couple second round picks.
No, we don't want that.
You can't pay Josh too. He's gonna want 18, 20 mil.
That's fine. Josh, I think he's someone on the move. Definitely. I like that for the Heat too. But maybe get something a little better back for him, or
I don't know what you're getting. Maybe Cody Martin. I don't know. Cody Martin's solid, or Caleb Martin, whatever one's on the Heat.
yeah, maybe I like it.
Moving to the West, Nuggets. I feel like they're in the same boat as the Celtics. A backup big. I mean, maybe a wing defender. I don't really know. They got a lot of guys.
Nas Reed, maybe.
Yeah, I like Nas.
Good player.
Grizzlies. I'm gonna keep playing the Jay Crowder card.
Hmm.
I would like the Grizzlies to make a splash, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. What about like PJ Washington or
Okay. Yeah.
they got he's probably the Hornets are selling, the Jazz are selling.
I like maybe Malik Beasley from the Jazz. He's a solid 3-point shooter.
I like that.
I saw Steven Adams is out 3 to 5 weeks, so kind of ties you up there. You can't trade him now.
No. Jelly Olynyk?
Jelly? No, I don't know. He's getting passed around.
Yeah, he could be a good. You never know. Good shooter.
Kings. This is my Miles Turner team.
Oh. So reuniting with Sabonis.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Do they like each other?
I don't think they liked playing with each other.
That could be a problem.
Yeah. Do they start Sabonis at the 5? This could screw me up.
I believe they do.
Because I was thinking like they have no rim protection.
Well, you're right. They don't.
Sacramento, yeah, they do. Never mind. Cancel that. But a backup center that can give them some rim protection. Because they go Fox, Herter, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, Sabonis.
They got a bunch of centers in the bench though. Trey Lyles, Alex Len.
Lyles has been playing well.
Playing great. 24 the other night.
Yeah. Who we got next? Pelicans. Plenty of assets to make a splash. I like Seth Curry.
Okay.
Good
Yes.
shooting.
I like that.
Maybe Joe Harris.
Buddy Hield coming back.
Buddy Hield. Like Buddy Hield.
He played on the Pelicans after the Kings, right?
Drafted by the Pels.
Oh yes, drafted by Pels. Yes.
Traded to the Kings. I think in the Boogie trade, potentially.
Yep.
Low battery.
No, we'll rapid fire through them.
Rapid fire. Clippers already talked about. Point guard. Mavericks we already talked about. I had Siakam.
Love it.
You had Gary Trent. I mean, talk about it. You can't waste a talent. I could see Luka leaving.
I don't know. He likes Mark.
The European guys have normally stayed, but
Yeah.
he's different. He's different.
Mark, I mean, Mark, you don't want any better American business owner. Like he's the guy.
I agree. Pick'ems. We both went 0-3 last week. You called
we
it.
did say it. Yeah, we did say it.
Sorry, my computer automatically goes into battery saver mode when it goes under 10%, so it gets all glitchy, but I turned it off.
All right.
So we got to go quick here. Utah, Portland.
Tonight?
Yep.
Portland, I'm kind of shocked they're a favorite. But the Jazz on the road, not good. So give me Portland.
Yep, I'm with you. Toronto at Sacramento.
I feel like this game's going to be an absolute shootout, like 130 to 125. Actually, you know what? I say a buzzer beater tonight. That's tonight too, right? Yeah.
Tonight, yeah.
I'm going to go absolute shootout, 131, 128. Fred VanVleet, the guy we've been talking about, is he playing tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
He's hitting the buzzer beater.
Oh, so you got the Raptors.
I got the Raptors.
Wow. I mean, I do too, so that kind of stinks.
Oh.
Yeah, there no injuries to the Kings. Basically, everyone for the Raptors had some bench guys. Memphis, Minnesota. This is where we're disagreeing. I don't know how. I got Memphis.
I'm taking T-Wolves. They play up to their competition. That's been the story. Them and the Celtics, I feel like that's the clearest. They're the reverse, or they're kind of the same. No, different stories. T-Wolves, they play up. Celtics, they need you to doubt them, and then they overperform.
T-Wolves are a disaster.
How would
I think they could get run off the floor this year. I think, this game.
8-15 on the road this year. Is that game on the road?
It's at home for Minnesota.
See, there you go. They've been a great home team.
Grizzlies have struggled on the road, but I don't know. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Our episode today. We had to get into it.
Doozy.
Gonna figure out these damn clips for TikTok. Yeah. Looking ahead to this episode this weekend.
Saturday.
See you.